Hey, new review for you today. So we're pulling double duty today. Got a 2-for-1. We're doing Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom, Optimus Primal, Voyager Optimus Primal, and Kingdom Leader Megatron. So these are, of course, Beast Wars Optimus Primal and Megatron. And this is kind of a follow-up to my last video where I did the bat and crocodile incarnations of both of these, the original incarnations. So these are the latest figures we've gotten. This video's been a long time coming. I've had these guys for a while. I actually did a review of him a while ago and I trashed it just because I didn't like it. And I've had Optimus Prime and been messing around with him for at least a few months. So yeah, really fantastic figures. Really love them. And I just kind of wanted to go through and review some of the toy versions of both of them. So let's just take a look at one at a time. We'll take Megatron out of here and take a look at Primal. So this is obviously the modern interpretation of Optimus Primal in his gorilla mode, and he looks really good. It's really great. There's always going to be some robot kibble. That's just the nature of the beast, no pun intended. But I think they did a really admirable job with it. So, a really good modern interpretation of a silverback gorilla. So, yeah, looks nice. So, yeah, and let's see here. For articulation, the arms are going to be the arms. So he's got, elbows, wrists. You saw what the arm can do. He just have a little bit of a butterfly for more of that, gorilla type walk. His head, you saw, it goes up quite a ways, not really down, side to side a little bit. But he doesn't really have a waist here, just due to how everything is packed in here. And his legs sort of fit in here, so you can kind of hide the white part, but it does give him a strange shape. But if you wanted to break it up a little bit, you can. To get a little bit more articulation in there, there's a rotation down here, so that's good. There is, of course, a standing mode, so you want to kind of take his leg apart and bend this piece up, so you want the leg like that. And it looks kind of bizarre, to be honest, but they did a good enough job camouflaging it, and you can see here just what we mean. What I mean. From the side, it looks a little bizarre. But from the front, it looks okay. They mask it pretty well with that little skirt piece. So, yeah, he's pretty good. And of course, he does come with his accessories, which are his swords. So they're really nice and painted. And he can't store them internally anymore, like his original figure. But you can stick them on the side in gorilla mode, and of course this is where they will store in robot mode as well. But then you have a gorilla with swords, so it's whatever. Let's just get him transformed. We don't want this video to go on too long. Get this turned around, flipped up. It'll peg right in there. Want to extend his legs, and there's a little tab here that'll go in that red part. So kind of do that. Flip his toes down. This whole thing will turn around. Shoulder pieces will come up and click. His arms and legs are transformed. So you want to open this up. The first time I did this, it was a little tough and it was a little scary, but it's gotten a little better over time. So you want to get this out, pull this around. Actually, first you want to lift his head up and rotate it just to have the space in the cavity there. So, and you can pull that up. You can close this back up. First, turn this around for his chest. You can close this all back up, but in the instructions, it does want you to pull these guns out first. So if you didn't want them displayed with the shoulder-mounted cannons, you can just leave those in there. But you just want to close everything up, and there, he's good to go. So yeah, really awesome awesome face sculpt. I wish his little antennas were a little taller. I think that's pretty accurate to the show, but the toys were just, you know, massive. So, you know, I think the paintwork's phenomenal. Really good. He's got all the right details, and it's nice. It's a nice new interpretation of the character. It's not exactly, you know, 100% toon accurate or anything, but it works pretty good. So, yeah. A lot has been made about his chest, kind of the same way his skirt doesn't work from the side. His chest doesn't work from the side. Yeah, it's not great. There's a lot of gapping here, especially at the top. But from the front, you know, it doesn't look bad. And there's a little bit of positioning, so if you had him in a different pose, it could mesh a little better. But straight on, it doesn't look bad. So, you know, it's kind of a minor thing, I think. So, but yeah, you can put his swords in his hands. Do that. That's pretty great. Or you could store him on his back like I showed. He also has cannons, wrist cannons, wrist shooters, shooter guys. So there's a little button down here, you push it in, and he's got those on both sides as well. So, yeah. And they kind of are on a hinge, so they can go up and down too. So you can do that. Yep. So pretty cool. I'll just bring in his Bat Brethren and transform him on camera. It's gonna take a few minutes. Kidding. There he is. Boom. There you go. So you can see the theme with the swords. I gave him dual swords in both modes. So, yeah, pretty cool evolution. Long way from his very, very first toy to his last. So, pretty cool. Doesn't look anything like that, but, you know, it's cool. So, it looks good. So, we'll just put him to the side for now. We'll bring him back in a sec. The real star of the show, Beast Wars Megatron. This is a pretty fantastic toy, I'll have to say. There is some weird stuff about it, kind of the same way Primal is. Actually, I think Primal's probably a little bit more successful in all aspects, but this looks great, and in both modes. So that dino head, awesome. The old dino arms. They articulate his neck. Pretty articulated. You saw the jaw opens crazy wide. You can look up, you know, breaks up some of that stuff. Legs, back and forth. Back really, not forward anymore. His knee, it does break up. Kind of looks like his bones sticking out a little bit, but a little bit of ankle, because these are his robot mode feet. And the tail, awesome articulation back and forth on the tail. So you can see there's a little bit of gapping and paneling and stuff like that. So, you know, minor nitpicks, but overall what they did is fantastic. And, you know, a lot has been made about the little gaps and fillers and stuff. My biggest gripe, and it's kind of it's a good thing and a bad thing. It's his this rubberized plastic that's on the entire figure, like this whole thing, his whole head, this piece has it, and it's like the piece is either made out of it entirely or it's slapped onto it. So there's like a rubberized plastic on top of the regular plastic, as you can see there. So it's weird. It feels really nice. It feels really cool, and it looks great. But it also feels strange, and I feel like it's going to not test stand the test of time. So it's just going to, over time, come unglued from, you know, the parts of the plastic it's on. Whatever. But, yeah. Let's just, I'm going to back up just a tad, and we'll get them transformed. So, maybe... So I wanted to get it just right here. All right. This will have a little bit more room because he's going to be quite a bit bigger. So first, let's open these panels up. Again, don't want this video to be super long. I'm sure that you've seen this guy around. I've actually only seen him in the stores once, and it's the day I picked up Grimlock. And I've never seen him again. So you want to rotate those up, bring these pieces out, bring this up, and you can kind of see what we're doing here. This will open up, and these pieces just kind of peg together. And this is all that rubberized plastic. You can see there's like a little plastic, hard plastic skeleton in there. And then all these holes are kind of where this rubberized bit just kind of pegs on. So he's got a little under skeleton there. Weird. It's weird. It's real weird. All right. Anyway, so this waist will peg into his side of his torso here. So that'll go right in there. So you want to undo that. You can bring his legs together now. So just hinge them in, and they'll just stick together. And, you know, there's his legs. So, okay, so let's focus on the backpack here for a sec. Another strange bit about this. Another strange bit about this is, there goes Optimus, is these pieces right here are on springs, and I'm not sure why. They just are. So, but you want to bring all that in, fold it in, and then you can rotate his torso, pull out his head, use that hinge to collapse it in, and then you want to bring all this down onto this, and then that'll fit in there. So I'll actually pinch around that bit right there. And yeah, as far as his backpack, it's just, it's all there. It's just all, and it's accurate, but it's just, you know, there's not much you can do with it. Straighten out his arm. And his tail now. And then this is the probably the most problematic part, I think, with regards to the rubberized panels. You can see this one's coming up a little bit. That was like that outside of the package, and it has to go in here, so you have to kind of shove it in there. And same with this, or else you're going to have it kind of turn over. You can see here. Yeah, that's going to be a problem over time, for sure. It looks great now, but this other end is, I feel like, my most problematic. You want to make sure you get the rubberized part threaded through the other part. All right, 10 hours later, really finally got it through there. And it's just that there's a little overhang on this side and the other side. So getting it through, and you can see there's, I did put some stress on here. I don't know if you can see it on there, but little tiny bits of stress. So yeah, you got to be careful with stuff like that, for sure. So get this all turned around. Now he's got his giant pincher hand. So yeah, there he is. But I can't argue with the final product. He looks so freaking cool. Just really awesome. Definitely reminiscent of the animation and the toy, but a new take on it. And yeah, I like what it does. Of course, if these things are giving you a problem, you don't have to fold the other one in or either of them in, but that's the way it is on the instructions, on the box art and stuff. Unfortunately, this is connected to his hand in a very peculiar way. And he has articulation here in his wrist for no reason whatsoever. If this is all solid, then, you know, they might have been able to, if he didn't have this articulated piece, I feel like they might have been able to have this detachable, but no. But yeah, and he's blast effect compatible. So is Primal. I forgot to mention that, but you could put one right in here. So, and articulation-wise, it's kind of limited because of he doesn't really have hands. I mean, he has one hand, but he can't really use it. He's got a pincher. Elbow, you just get that much range. But, you know, shoulders go all the way around both sides. He doesn't get a waist. And then most articulation's in the leg here. You know, we showed off some of that. So, but that face, stupendous, phenomenal, great. Good stuff. Good stuff. So I forgot to bring him in earlier, but you know, there's a crocodile mode. And get this guy transformed. In real time. There you go. So there he is with his original form. First to last again. And yeah, what a great toy they managed to make here with this guy. Just wanted to bring Primal back in here. Let's do a side by side. And yeah, these are for sure budget masterpieces. They're the best interpretations of the characters we've gotten at a retail price. And yeah, if you're a fan of Beast Wars, dude, you gotta get them. You gotta get them. If you like the characters, if you like the lineage of Transformers at all, they're just really phenomenal toys. So, you know, Beast Wars was, while not really my G1, it was my first, you know, the first time I really followed a Transformers show and was absorbed by it and bought all the toys and everything. So it definitely came at the right time. If you're a 90s kid, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, yeah, definitely loved these guys. I picked this up, I think, I definitely got him at Target. I think I got him on Hasbro Pulse or Target. I know that the Chosen Prime has all these guys. I've picked up a few of them from there. If you want any more Kingdom reviews, just let me know. We will be seeing these guys again, though. I wanted to get these guys, this review for both of these newest interpretations done, because I have a new review to do. A special one. I don't know if I can get this in the shot. Beast Wars 10th anniversary. And so this is the original figure. I think we're at, what, 20 years now? 25 years? So this is the 10th anniversary version of both of these toys. So it's still sealed in there. So we'll get it opened up. We'll get these out and we'll check out the box and everything in a future review. So yeah, there you go. There you have the leader of the Autobot, or the leader of the Maximals and the leader of the Predacons from Beast Wars. All right, well, let me know what you think of the review, what you think of the toys. I'll be back with some more different stuff soon, and I'll check you guys later.